Hello there, Westside Wellbeing. Welcome to our Wednesday at 1 o'clock Wellbeing session. And today we are dropping in another yoga session. This one's going to be a lot more chilled than the last one. And thank you for bearing with us because it should be a Pilates. But you might notice I'm a bit bunged up. I actually have COVID. I feel fine, but I don't sound great. So I'm going to keep drinking water. I've got tissues here. So I should be absolutely fine to take us through our practice today. But it's just a reminder, really, to listen to your bodies and do the class at a pace that feels good for you. And sometimes, even if you are suffering with a little bit of congestion or something like that, some movement can be good and nice for the body and just help release tension. Particularly today, I'm feeling it a little bit in the shoulders and the neck. But yeah, always be kind to your body and move with the breath. So, welcome. We're going to start lying down. So grab a mat, have some water to hand, make sure you're in a safe space and try and turn off anything that's going to distract you for the next 45 minutes of our yoga practice. And then come down onto the mat and settle. Now, I don't know if you're joining us live for this one, if you're doing this at any particular time in the day. So we start by lying down just to check in with how we're feeling. So you might be reflecting on the whole day that you've just had, or you might be doing this in the morning. You could be doing this at lunchtime. And so no matter what time it is, starting our yoga practice from a position of stillness gives us the chance to check in, to notice, and also to compare. How did you feel last time you made it to the mat? If this is your very first time, today becomes your benchmark. How are you going to feel next time? And we start to look for clues around the body as to how we're feeling, not just listening to what the brain tells us. So are there particular sensations in your body that are giving you a bit of an idea? Or are you noticing the way that the thoughts are passing across your mind? You might be quickly jumping from one thing to the other. Lots of thoughts, lots of different directions. Or you might be feeling a little more contemplative. Maybe the thoughts are moving more slowly. Maybe there's one thing in particular that you just keep landing on. There's no right or wrong. We're just taking this opportunity to notice, to be aware. And see how any of this might be affecting the way that you're breathing. See if you can deliberately start to try and make the inhales deeper and the exhales longer. And maybe it does even feel nice just to sigh and release as you exhale. And on your next inhale, let's reach the arms up above the head. And as you exhale, let the arms come all the way down. Inhale to let the arms come up. Exhale to let the arms come down. One more time. Notice how the shoulders are feeling. Start to create this union between your breath and your movement. And on your next inhale, raise the arms up above the head and find a full body stretch. Reach the fingertips one way, point the toes the other, push the heels away. Just stretch it all out through the body. Keep the arms above the head, but just relax. Notice how your shoulders are feeling here. Cross at the thumbs, start to walk your hands over to the top right hand corner of your mat. Start to walk your feet over to the bottom right hand corner. Maybe cross your left ankle over the right, taking a banana stretch. So if I was looking above you, you'd look like a big banana. And as you inhale, start to bring the hands back to center, cross the thumbs the other way, and start to walk your hands to the top left, your feet to the bottom left. Maybe cross right ankle over the left. And start to feel like you're creating space. You're stretching into the sides of the body here, creating more space, in particular for our heart center today. And on your next inhale, bring the feet to center, bring the arms to center. And as you exhale, release the arms back down beside you. Bend into the knees, feet to the floor. On an inhale, push down into the feet, start to roll up the spine, doesn't have to be very high. As you exhale, start to roll back down. We're getting used to just articulating through the spine here, rolling up and rolling down. You might notice the more we do it, you can get a little higher, open the chest more. We're going to take 2 more rounds. Excellent. When the hips next hit the mat, hug both legs in towards you. Try and release the head, the neck, the shoulders back to the mat and give yourself a nice big squeeze. Bringing the hands to the back of the knees, or gently start to rock from left to right. And you can start to circle the knees around one way. And circle the knees back the other way. And then rocking and rolling. Taking a little movement at first and then just getting bigger and bigger. Having a little play around. If this doesn't feel good on the floor that you're practicing on, roll onto the side. And eventually, we're all going to come up, topple forwards, and find our way into tabletop. So we're literally creating a table shape with the body, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, fingers spread wide, middle finger points forwards. As you inhale, belly drops, sit bones reach up, gaze goes up, chest opens. As you exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhaling, belly drops, chest opens. Exhaling to round the back. Taking a couple more rounds here, moving with the breath, just like we have been doing so far. Finding your way to neutral. On an inhale, we tuck the toes under, and as you exhale, start to lift the hips by pushing them back and up. Lengthen the spine, push down through the base of the fingers, base of the thumb. Have a softness in the knees. And you can start to pedal out through the legs, maybe take the gaze under opposite armpits. And then start to find stillness. Lovely. We'll walk the feet towards the middle of the mat and walk the hands back towards the feet. And just have a softness in the knees. Let the upper body sandwich down to meet the lower body. Bring the left hand underneath the face, flat to the floor. Bend the knees as much as you need to. And as you inhale, start to straighten the right leg. Right arm reaches up, gaze follows. As you exhale, right arm comes down, comes underneath the face. And as you inhale, straighten the left leg, left arm reaches up, gaze follows fingertips. And then release the left arm down. We'll come into our ragdoll, so you can grab hold of opposite elbows, let the head hang, maybe sway a little left, sway a little right. Release the hands down. When you're ready, we start to roll up to standing. Stacking the vertebrae as you go, chin tucked to chest. Head is the very last thing to come up. When you get here, step your feet together. Find Tadasana. Spread the toes nice and wide. Push down through the balls of the feet and the heels. Squeeze the kneecaps, the thighs. Tuck the tailbone under. Shoulders relax down. Fingertips reaching down. Crown of the head reaches up. As you inhale, float the arms up above the head. Cross the thumbs, spread the fingers wide. Butterfly grip, arms reaching high. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, reach up and over to your right. Inhale to come up and then reach up and over to your left. Keep moving with the breath here. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold. Shoulders soft. Inhaling and exhaling. One more to either side. Lovely. Coming all the way up. Float the hands down to the lower back. Fingertips point down. Squeeze shoulders. Squeeze elbows. Step the feet to hip distance. And as you start to squeeze those arms, notice your chest opens and you can push the hips forwards. You could stay here or take the gaze up. Maybe start to open the chest towards the ceiling. Inhaling to come all the way up, hands to the hips. Softness in the knees. We're going to hinge from our hips as we fold forwards, long, flat back. Belly coming down towards the thighs, hands to the floor. Flip the palms up so you can see your palms and slide your hands all the way underneath your feet. So far that when you wiggle your toes, you massage your wrists. Inhale to look to the top of the mat. Exhale to pull down on your feet. Elbows start to pull out wide. Head releases down towards the mat. Shoulders are trying to draw up towards your sit bones away from your ears. Excellent. Inhale to slide the hands out from underneath your feet. Hands back to the hips, softness in the knees. Push down through the feet, spine is long. Coming up to standing. Step the feet together, find Tadasana. Just breathe for a moment. And then step towards the top of your mat. Really going to start to connect the breath with the movement even more. So go with the flow, see how it feels for you. We'll inhale, take the arms wide, fill up the lungs, gaze goes up. As you exhale, soften into the knees, reach and fold, hands come all the way down to the floor. Inhale to lift halfway, long spine, try and straighten the legs. As you exhale, hands come down, bend into the knees. Let's inhale, take the arms wide, fill up the lungs, gaze goes up. Exhaling, hands back beside you. We go again. Inhaling, arms go wide, gaze up. Exhaling, softening into the knees, reach and fold, hands come down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, take the arms wide, fill up the lungs, gaze up. Exhaling, hands come down. One more like this. Inhale, arms go wide, gaze goes up. As you exhale, soften into the knees, reach and fold, hands come down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, take the arms wide, fill up the lungs, gaze goes up. Exhale, hands come down. Excellent. Take a moment. Inhale, take the arms wide, gaze up. As you exhale, soften into the knees, reach and fold. But this time, bring the arms all the way back behind you. Interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades. Let the fist come up and overhead. Lovely. As you inhale, release the fist, bend the knees, dip the hips, sweep the arms up. We're in Utkatasana, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone under. Shoulders are soft. Push down through the feet, come up to standing, breathe. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms go wide, gaze goes up. As you exhale, soften into the knees, reach and fold. Sweep the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers, make a fist. Let the fist come up and over the head. As you inhale, release the fist, bend the knees, dip the hips. Utkatasana. Push down through the feet, come up to standing, breathe. Adding on to that version, we inhale, arms go wide, gaze goes up. As you exhale, bend into the knees, reach and fold, sweep the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers, fist comes up and overhead. Inhale, find your Utkatasana. Bend in the knees, dip the hips, hands to prayer, prayer to heart center, keep a bend in the knees. As you exhale, twist to the right, hook your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Try and have your head reaching forwards, your tailbone reaching straight back behind you. On your next inhale, unhook the elbow, push down through the feet, come up to standing, breathe. Inhale, arms go wide, gaze goes up. As you exhale, soften into the knees, reach and fold. Sweep the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers, hands come up and over the head. As you inhale, release the hands, Utkatasana. And then stay in your Utkatasana, hands to prayer. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Hook your elbow outside of the left thigh. Keep your knees super glued together. Don't let right knee shoot past the left knee. Lovely. Unhook the elbow, prayer to heart center. Push down through the feet, coming up to standing. Just notice how you're feeling here. Inhale, take the arms wide, fill up the lungs, gaze goes up. As you exhale, soften into the knees, reach and fold. Hands come all the way down this time. Inhale, lift up halfway like we did before. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step back with the right foot. Left foot to meet the right. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Excellent. We're going to lower the knees to the mat. Take your tabletop position again. Hands right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. The next one is a really small movement. We're just letting the chest lower towards the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you inhale, push down through the hands. Imagine you're pushing up through the middle of your shoulder blades. Exhale, let the shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhale, create space. We're going to do 3 more like this. Excellent. Find your way to stillness. Take the knees wide, big toes touch. I'm just grabbing a tissue. Let the hips sink back towards the heels. Reach the arms out in front of you. Forehead comes down towards the mat or a cushion. And we take child's pose. Lovely. Just notice how you're feeling here. On your next inhale, we're going to pull ourselves up to find a tabletop position. Knees come back underneath the hips. Hips stay right above your knees. And walk the hands forwards, coming into melting heart pose. Forehead comes down towards the mat. Chest comes down towards the mat. Have a softness in the elbows. Arms are heavy. Keep the hips stacked right above the knees. If your elbows are comfortably on the floor, you could bend into the elbows, bring the hands into a prayer behind the back of the head. Keep letting the chest sink down towards the mat. Just a couple more breaths. Excellent. Release the arms. Start to walk your hands back in to find your tabletop. Second child's pose. Knees go wide, big toes to touch, hips to heels. You can stay here or bring the arms down beside you. You could stay here or interlace the hands to make a fist and start to squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift the fist up and over the head. If there's any uncomfortable pressure in your forehead or your neck, just release the hands. Excellent. Slowly start to release the fist all the way down. Reach those hands out in front of you. Inhale to tuck the toes under. Exhale to start to release. Downward facing dog. Inhale, float right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, open the hips, point the right knee up to the sky. And then look between your hands, step your right foot all the way up in between the hands. Help it along. And then bring the back heel down to the floor. Find your balance. And we're going to windmill all the way up into warrior two. Nice bend in the front knee. Try not to let the knee go past the ankle. Back leg straight and strong, shoulders relaxed. So to help us open our chest here, keep a bend in the front knee, but bring the hands back behind you. Interlace the fingers, make a fist, open the chest, gaze goes up. As you exhale, we take humble warrior. We bend forwards. Try and get your right shoulder in between or to the inside of that right knee. Fist can start to lift up. On your next inhale, coming all the way up, straighten the leg, bring the hands to the hips, turn both toes to point towards the long edge of your mat. I'll turn around so I can still see you. Inhale, take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale to fold halfway. So your head, shoulders, hips, one nice flat line. You can start to reach the arms out wide. If you're feeling strong, arms reach out above the head. As you exhale, let the hands come down towards the mat. You can take your feet wider apart. You can have a softness in the knees or come up onto the fingertips. We want to keep the spine long and flat. The hinge is from your hips, not your spine. Excellent. From here, start to walk your hands around to frame your right foot and just swap it around at the top of your mat. Excellent. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Nice low lunge coming up. Right knee in line with the right hip. Inhale to sweep the arms forwards and up. Shoulders relaxed. Head, neck, teeth, jaw all soft. Hands to prayer, prayer to heart center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist to the right, fold forwards, hook your elbow. Use your elbow to help you open your chest. Oh, I'm just going to need my tissue. I said sometimes your yoga is going to help you release things. If you're feeling nice and open here in the chest, you can start to release the arms. See how it feels, just an option. Lovely. From here, unhook the elbow, hands down to frame the right foot. Tuck the back toes under, step right foot back to meet the left. Lovely. Inhale, left leg floats up. Maybe bend the knee, open up across the hips, point the knee up towards the sky. Look between your hands, step the left foot all the way up in between the hands, rotate the back heel down. Find your balance and come up into warrior two. Gazes over your left fingertips. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. Really remember that. Try not to let them creep up. Keep a bend in the front knee, bring the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers, maybe try and slide the fingers along. So it's not the exact same grip we did on the other side. You can take the gaze up, and as you exhale, fold. Try and get your left shoulder to the inside of the left knee, let the fist come up and over the head. On your next inhale, use the fist to pull you all the way back up. Bring the hands to the hips, straighten both legs, turn both feet to point towards the long edge of your mat. Float the arms up, gaze goes up. As you exhale, fold halfway. Maybe arms reach forwards. And as you exhale, hands come down. Now this time, option to take the hands to the outside of your calves or ankles, or maybe first two fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale to lengthen the spine, flatten the back, and as you exhale, bend the elbows, pull the chest down towards your thighs. Excellent. Release the bind from the toes. Start to walk your hands all the way around to frame the left foot. Drop the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Oh, there's something about those forward folds. Oi, oi, oi. Knee in line with the left ankle. When you're ready, sweep the arms forwards and up. Taking 2 breaths here. Lovely, hands to prayer, prayer to heart center. We're going to inhale, twist to the left. This time, fold forwards, hook the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Open the chest. Keep letting the hips sink nice and low. Option here to extend the arms like we tried on the other side. See how it feels. No need to do it if it doesn't feel right. Excellent. As you inhale, unhook the elbow, prayer to heart center. Hands come down to frame the foot, tuck the back toes under. Left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. Breathe. Let your knees come down to the mat. Take them wide. Big toes to touch, hips to heels. Take your child's pose. Just keeping an eye on the time for us. Settle the forehead down. Connect back to your breath. Notice how your body's feeling. On your next inhale, start to pull yourself all the way up into your tabletop position. Shuffle your knees underneath the hips. Notice how you're feeling here. Push down through your left hand. As you inhale, start to reach the right arm up. Gaze follows fingertips. And as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, right ear to the floor. We take 2 more. Inhaling, reach the right arm up. Exhaling, thread the arm through. Inhaling. And exhaling, holding here at the bottom. Now the focus is on making this heart opening. So use your left hand to push the floor away. You could stay here or take the left arm around the lower back, grabbing hold of the top of the right thigh. If you want to take this into a balance, extend the left leg. You could keep the toes on the floor or start to lift the left leg up. Have a play, see how it feels. And release the left knee down. Unravel, unwind left hand. Start to reach the right arm back up. Right hand to the mat. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, left ear to the floor. Not going to stay here. Take 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. So you know your options here, but think about the chest opening first. And then maybe wrap the arm around the lower back, holding onto the thigh. Maybe extend the right leg. And maybe float the leg up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Release the knee, unravel the arm, right hand pushes down, left arm reaches up. And as you exhale, left hand comes all the way down to the mat. From here, we're coming all the way down to lie on our stomach. Take your gaze to the right and just cactus your arms. So it's like you're making cactus branch shapes with your arms. We're lying on our belly, we're relaxing here. On your next inhale, slide the right knee out in line with your right hip. So it's on the floor, but it's opening out towards the right hand side. And just let the hips soften and relax. Now from here, start to reach your left arm straight out behind you. I haven't quite got the space here, but you want to have it straight out behind you. If you haven't got the space, you can keep in the bend in the elbow like I have. You use your right hand to slowly start to roll you onto the left hand side. Right hip stacked on top of left. You could keep the right knee on the floor, extend the right leg on the left, or bring the right foot to the floor behind you. Just see how it feels. You'll notice your range feels different if you've got a bend in the elbow or if the arm is straight. Two more breaths. Excellent. Start to roll back onto your stomach. Release the arms beside you. Just take the gaze to the left-hand side. Slide your left leg out. Oh, hang on. Cactus your arms first and then slide your left leg out in line with the left hip. Just letting those hips feel heavier and heavier. Reach the right arm straight out in line with your right shoulder. And then use your left hand to roll you onto your right hand side. So remember, same option as before. You could have the right arm straight or you could keep a bend in the right elbow. Just see how it feels for you. The left leg could stay on the mat or straighten out in line with the right. Or you could bend into the knee, bring the foot to the floor. It's a bit hard to show this one on the video, but hopefully you found your way into the posture because it's such a great one to help us open up across the shoulders. I'm just going to move into the option where I have a bend in the elbow, even though it just reduces my range a little bit. And we've got 3 more breaths. Excellent. Slowly start to release your way all the way onto the mat. Release the arms beside you. Let the blood flow go back to where it should be. And you can wiggle across the hips, maybe bend the knees, windscrew wide with the feet from side to side. And then release the legs. Hands come in underneath the shoulders. Start to push hips all the way back to the heels. Take the knees wide. Come into a final child's pose. And then slowly start to roll up the spine. Chin stays tucked to the chest until the head is the very last thing to come up. Take a moment here, make any movement here that would feel good. You can shrug out the shoulders, you could release the head or the neck. And then we'll release the legs out and come forward so you've got space behind you to roll down. You can roll down fast or slow, depends on how much you want to work into your core as you come down. And when you get here, let's hug right knee in towards right shoulder. Extend the left leg away from you. Taking this into a twist, we'll bring the right knee across the body. Try and stack your right hip on top of your left hip and bring the knee to the floor. It could hover or you could use your fist as a little pillow to rest it on. As you reach the right arm away, gaze follows the fingertips. Nice deep twist here, like you're wringing out the whole of your body like a wet towel. On your next inhale, slowly start to roll all the way onto your back. Maybe hug knee towards the shoulder. And release your right leg out to meet the left. Same thing on the other side. We'll inhale left knee in towards left shoulder. Give it a nice big squeeze. And then you can start to take the knee across the body over to the right hand side. Using the space that you've got. Knee can come to the floor or rest on your fist like a little cushion. Left arm reaches away in the opposite direction. And as you inhale, slowly start to roll back onto your back. Hug left knee in towards left shoulder. And then release the left leg all the way out to meet the right. As we come into our final posture of our practice today, we have a couple of minutes here in our Shavasana. This is really the posture we've been working towards for the whole of our 45-minute session today. This is where we find stillness. After all that stretching, strengthening, focusing, balancing the body and the mind, you can be still here. Nothing left to do but breathe. Time to think about taking a slightly deeper, longer inhale through the nose and a longer exhale. As you inhale, inspire life into your bodies, wiggling your fingers and your toes. As you exhale, rotate into the wrists and the ankles, maybe roll the head from side to side. On an inhale, let the arms come all the way up above the body. Find a full body stretch. And then release the arms all the way down beside you. When you're ready, roll over onto your right hand side. And if you can, with your eyes closed, try and push yourself up to find a comfortable seated position. when you get here, take a moment to notice anything, everything that might have changed for you over the course of your practice. Take a nice sighing breath to let it all go. Deep inhale through the nose and let it all out through the mouth. Know that wherever you are in this precise moment is exactly where you're meant to be. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice and sharing your incredible energy with me and everyone else who does this video. Have an awesome rest of your day. Namaste. Well done, guys. Well done for finding this time in your day to fit your practice in. Don't worry about me. Looking a little disheveled, no doubt, but thank you for sticking with it and joining me, even though I've got this bit of a sniffle and a cough. As always, there will be more Westside Wellbeing every week, 1 o'clock. Tune in for our next session and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Take care. Bye.